Hi there! Welcome to Graphing Systems of Inequalities today. I am looking at a system of inequalities. You could really have an infinite number of inequalities. It just needs to be more than one to be considered a system. So if you have watched my Graphing Inequalities video, you are pretty much doing the same thing, except it's one of those special days when your teacher says, hey, you get to graph two of these on the same coordinate plane, and you're like, yes, two on the same one, awesome. The only thing you're doing is you're coloring, and you are looking for where the coloring and the shading overlaps. So you should definitely watch that video if you're not comfortable with this. So here we go. I have two different inequalities there. There's my axis, so I will start with the first one. I will make this blue. Okay, great. I start at 0, 3. Y-intercept, and I have a slope of positive 2. So up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Welcome back to Algebra 1. This is fantastic. Awesome. There we go. Now, hey, that is a solid line because it has the or equal to component. Doesn't really look like a line, sorry. Got a little messed up there, but hopefully you get the idea. Now let's graph the next one, and I will graph this one here in red. Okay, let's go -1. Negative slope, so up 1 over 3 in the other direction, 1, 3, 1, 3, down 1 over 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. There we go, no big deal. Cool, okay. This one is a dashed line. There you go. Now what we need to do is we need to shade these two inequalities in. So first let's start with this blue one. We need to pick a test point. Now thinking about what I talked about earlier, hey, I want to multiply by something by 0. That's just the easiest way to do it. So, hey, coming in here, it can't fall on the line. So my blue test point, let us pick 0, 0. So blue, we will test 0, 0 here. When I plug it in, if it's true, that's where we shade. If not, I shade elsewhere. Okay, so 0 greater than or equal to 2 times 0 plus 3. 0 greater than or equal to 3. 0 greater than 3 is 0 greater than 3. 0 greater than 3. 0 is not greater than 3. That is false. Okay, so that's not where my solutions are going to be. They would be on the other side. So if I were to shade this in, my shading would all be up here coming in this direction. All those points in that zone will satisfy my inequality. Next, let's look at the red, and we're going to pick a test point for the red. Since it's not on a line, you could also test 0, 0 for the red. Okay, where should I do that? How about we come up here? Test 0, 0 for my red. 0 is greater than -1/3 times 0 minus 1. 0 is greater than -1. Is 0 greater than -1? 0 greater than -1. 0 greater than... Yes. Yes. 0 is greater than -1. That is true. So that means now this time I'm shading where that test point is, which is on this side of my line. So now I will be shading above. Everything above that red line will be a solution. And what you are really looking for is you are looking to see where the shaded areas overlap, and you can kind of see by that cross hatching there where the red and the blue intersect. All the solutions would be here in that whole area. And on that line, because it's solid, not on that line because it is not solid, right up to it. Every point in there would satisfy my system of inequalities. And you can take that approach and apply it to any different type of system of inequalities that you would like. Let's take a look at another one. I feel like I'm teaching art. This is fantastic. All right, how about we look at x plus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared is less than 16. There's a blue one, and I will change this color to y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x plus 5. There is my system of inequalities. We are going to graph these and look to see where the shading overlaps. All right, circle. Opposite, 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 opposite. -3, 4. -1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that is not a point on this circle. That is the center of the circle. It is a nice reference. So it's not actually included. Now I take the square root of this. Tells me to go over 4, down 4, to the left 4, and up 4. And since it is not equal to, it will be a dashed circle. Oh, not bad. That's actually a decent looking circle. Surprising. Wow. Okay, now we need to pick a test point for my circle. Test point for the circle, I recommend highly to test the center. Like I said, it's not actually on the graph. It's just kind of a point of reference for a circle. So let us test -3, 4, and watch what happens. Super convenient. X, is -3 plus 3 squared plus -4, positive 4, I'm getting sloppy here, it's late in the day, minus 4 squared, 16. Well, -3 plus 3 is 0, 0 squared is 0, plus 4 minus 4 is 0, okay, 0, 0 less than 16. Is 0 less than 16? Is it? Is 0 less than 16? 0 less than 16. 0 is less than 16. That is true. Therefore, where my test point is, that is true, which means everything also where that test point is also going to be true. Everything in that circle is a solution to the first inequality. Now we'll deal with the red one. I start at 0, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a slope of positive 1/2. Up 1 over 2, 1, 2. Down 1 over 2. Got lost in there. Down 1 over 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keeps on going. That is solid. Then you pick a test point. A test point that is not on that line. So we could pick 0, 0. That would be a great test for my red. 0 greater than or equal to 1/2 times 0 plus 5. 0 greater than or equal to 5. Is 0 greater than 5? 0 greater than... No, 0 is less... That's false. That right there is a false statement. 0 is not greater than 5. Therefore, this test point is not true. If that test point is true, all the other points in that area, in that zone, are also going to not be true. Therefore, the solutions will be popping up here on the other side. And what you are looking for when you are graphing a system of inequalities is to see where the shading overlaps. Well, anything on that line, because it's solid, and anything inside my circle, those are the solutions to the system of inequalities. But notice it is not actually on the circle because that is dashed. That is not included. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take it easy. Have a good day.